Last time I had posted about my partial success on accessing Saudisat 1C or SO-50, also known as Saudi Oscar 50. That was using my CP22E VHF antenna, which is a vertical omnidirectional antenna. After that, I had homebrewed Moxon Yagi with a Moxon rectangle for VHF, which couples passively with 5 UHF Yagi elements. I had reasonable success on using that antenna for my other LEO satellite contacts, especially the voice transponder on International Space Station. Now I am using both CP22E antenna and Moxon Yagi for LEO satellite contacts depending on the direction of path of satellites. As the Moxon Yagi has been kept at a low elevation and on a fixed azimuth, I will use it only when the path is favorable for the position. At other times, I still use the vertical omnidirectional antenna with reasonable results as before. So far, I have been able to complete 3 two-way contacts on Saudisat 1C. First 2 were on the vertical antenna itself. Today, I had to use both antennas during a single pass of the satellite. To start with, I started listening using the vertical antenna as it was a 40-degree maximum elevation western pass, which usually go well with my vertical antenna. Audio from the satellite seemed to be feebler than yesterday and barely intelligible. Not sure whether it was because it was a pass during darkness, causing satellite to be less illuminated and having weaker battery status. Others in our LEO satellite repeater contact group also felt that today the satellite audio was much weaker than yesterday. Anyway, midway during the pass, I thought of switching to the Moxon Yagi as the Argentinian AMSAT live tracking showed the satellite has reached a location favorable for the position of the fixed directional antenna. Immediately I could hear a station and had a successful two-way contact. It was a bit difficult to quickly unscrew one antenna and connect another during the pass. I wish that I had an antenna switch. I could have done the job faster. But I am not sure how much loss it would introduce for a weak satellite signal. Incidentally, Saudisat 1C was launched in December 2002 and is nearly completing 21 years of operation. Its receive antenna is a quarter-wave vertical antenna in the top corner of the satellite. The satellite radio had a nominal output of 250 milliwatts on UHF. Downlink antenna is another quarter-wave vertical antenna mounted at the bottom corner with 45 degrees inward tilt. The satellite weighs 10 kg and is orbiting at an altitude higher than that of International Space Station with perigee of around 600 km and apogee of around 700 km. It is being operated by the King Abdulaziz University for Science and Technology, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. An important challenge for us is that SO-50 has to be activated first with a CT/CSS tone of 74.4 Hz for 2 seconds to start a 10-minute timer. After that, uplink is on 145.850 MHz with 67 Hz CT/CSS tone and downlink on 436.795 MHz. Of course, with Doppler correction as the satellite moves across the sky from horizon to horizon. Usually, one of the operators with an excellent setup does the activation for us and rest of us can access the satellite like any other FM satellite.